Batman, and let's hear it.
All right, everybody.
All right, we're all getting out of this. It's only.
Oh, it's only me now. The whole show is mine. I'm not ready. No, I'm kidding. So I was told recently that the Batman project with Ben is still moving forward. They're still discussing certain aspects of what they want to do. The one overlying aspect, I mean, they've decided more Deathstroke, right? They want to go into Jared Leto stuff, but specifically one aspect of Batman's history that involves the Joker. And I'll say it again. You took something from me. Now I'm going to take something from you. That is what we tweeted earlier this week once I got the news. And that is part of the Batman proposition, the plot. That is what we're going with. All right. The big plot point is explaining what happened to Batman, who he lost, and how it turned him the way it did. It's going to lead into that damage tattoo and everything. So people, if you're really paying attention, you know exactly what that means. That's going to be a plot point for the project.
We're all coming back for this conversation now, and
yeah, you're coming back for this conversation.
Gonna get his
now you know
teeth smashed in.
I'm having some iced tea right now, but that tea was way more better.
Way more.
That was
I'm so shook.
Tea, man.
Yeah, I was told earlier this week that that they're moving forward with the project. They're definitely discussing which avenue they want to focus more on between Joker and Deathstroke, but key plot point that they want to discuss is what is not a prequel moment. I mean, it's that the show is not a prequel. The show is clearly going to be set after the Justice League, but there's going to be
flashbacks are a thing.
Plenty of flashbacks explaining Ben losing his moral compass. And who was his moral compass?
The crazy
little teenager.
One of his 11,000 children.
Oh my! Thank you.
That sounds like a really bad movie.
Child number 1, okay, not 11,000. He hasn't had like his giant family yet.
I mean, Taylor, he did go and.
So, this is your weekly Ben Affleck, Batfleck HBO Max series news. So, what is good YouTube? Warstu here. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the videos at the 100,000 subscriber mark. I will be giving away something that is so darn cool, so make sure to check us out on Instagram at Warstu, Twitter, WarstuG, and Facebook page at Warstu. Let's get into this video. So, full credit to Matthew at the Light podcast. I will leave the full video down below. They spoke about the Ben Affleck information. Taylor from the Cultured Nerd. These two guys have been right about a lot of the things in the past, and I don't understand why they haven't got a lot more credibility than they have, because they keep getting things right and right and right. So, what is the update about the Ben Affleck HBO Max series? It's that it's going to be a series, obviously, and it's going to include a lot of Deathstroke, but also they're considering using Jared Leto, or Leto as some of you guys call it, backstory about how he became damaged and how he got the damage tattoo and that kind of stuff. So it is pretty interesting what they said. So it's definitely still going ahead. No worries. The fact that Ben Affleck this weekend was advertising a competition to hang out with him and Matt Damon, and Damon was trolling saying, Patterson stole your job, and he's like, well, at least I'm still Batman. But what is also interesting is certain other websites have said some stuff. We got this covered, although we got this covered is pretty bad. They do get some things right, and they're literally alliterating what Taylor from the Culture Nerd said. HBO Max series interested in Ben Affleck, Batman, and Jared Leto series. Now, I don't know about the Jared Leto series part, but there is some conversation going on about Jared Leto starring in HBO Max's Affleck series about the backstory. Now, it is going to be set post Justice League, we believe, so it could be a flashback to explain a lot of continuity about things we didn't know, which is actually pretty interesting. Now, I wouldn't say take it with a pinch of salt because it come from the Cultural Nerd who, you know, said there was going to be actual additional photography for the Snyder Cut. It was real. They said Affleck was going to be in the Flash. It was real. They also, one of the people like me saying release the Snyder Cut is real, and it is real. So it is interesting that apparently this TV show, the Ben Affleck show, will be starring Joe Manganiello, Deathstroke, massively, and also Jared Leto, Joker. And as you know, there is an extended cut of the Suicide Squad cut that apparently is being worked on as we speak right now. I don't know if that's actually true. I made that bit up. But it is being worked on in some capacity. And Jared Leto has a lot more scenes. Like, apparently over an hour was shot, but for some reason Warner Bros. Did a number on it that was confirmed by director saying, yeah, that wasn't his original series. That wasn't his original movie. And we know the Snyder Cut was literally nothing like the original. So the Batman, Batfleck, Deathstroke in the same series alongside Jared Leto. Now I don't know if the Joker's series is in the works. They didn't really say anything about that, but if Leto is going to appear in the Ben Affleck TV show, then maybe they could greenlight it. You never know. Jared Leto is quite a well-known person. Obviously he's in the band. Obviously he's the main star of Morbius. It's coming out next year, apparently in the summer. So it's looking very interesting for the Batfleck show. As we know, he is going to be in the Flash movie that's going to reset the DC. No, it's not going to reset the DCU. Stop listening to these trash websites. It is not rebooting anything. It's just going to reconnect all the universes into the multiverse. So, as you know, it is interesting how, you know, the Robert Pattinson Batman, you know, it's in his own universe, yet the Flash clearly exists there, Superman exists there, Wonder Woman exists there, Warstu exists there, but it's got nothing to do with anything else in the continuity. So, is Cavill the Superman there? Probably not. Is Ben Affleck the Batman there? Obviously not. That's Robert Pattinson. So it's just very interesting about all the information that's coming out, and people still keep debunking Ben Affleck is not getting his own TV series. What? Like Ben Affleck was not going to appear in the Flash movie, when it turns out he's actually mentoring Barry Allen, Ezra Miller. I don't know if that's true, because obviously it's true. I mean, in the capacity of, is Ezra Miller actually going to be the Flash? I still can't concurrently get my head around that. Even though there was the Crisis on Infinite Earth crossover, I still can't get my head around Ezra Miller having his own movie, because it's been so long. And as we know, Johnny Depp is currently working on Fantastic Beasts 3, or it's just about to start shooting or something like that. So we know it's actually going to be coming, because after they shot Fantastic Beasts 3, they can finally start working on the Flash movie properly. And then we can actually see if there's ever going to be a Flash movie, because some people, you know, since the Flash show started on the CW with Grant Gustin, it's been up in the air if there's actually a Flash show now. Flash movie, sorry. Yeah, I understand your grievances, because obviously that's been up in the air for such a long time. And then obviously the Joker 2. I mean, there's you know, Joaquin Phoenix apparently is in talks to do the Joker 2 with you know, Todd Phillips again. That would be pretty cool, but that was done as a standalone movie. There's just so much news for DC. You don't know what to trust, but as we know, the HBO Max Batfleck series will be coming. They wouldn't be hearing info. As I said, the guys over at Cultured Nerd have been right about a lot of things recently compared to the other big trades. You know, everyone reporting Spider-Man 3, Toby confirmed, and then, you know, Sony coming out and saying it's not confirmed, which basically says we are talking to them. But honestly, guys, there's lots of crazy news in the world today. I really don't believe that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire are going to be in it much. If they do sign, it will literally be for cameo. People thinking that they, like, you know, the third act from, you know, Andy Signor over at the Fandom Wire, who get a lot of things like wrong recently, saying that, yeah, he's going to, like, so you're getting me, all the Spider-Mans are going to be in the last act, are they? And they're all going to take on the Sinister Six. That makes no sense for the narrative, because Spider-Man is supposed to be, you know, a superhero that doesn't need any help. So, yeah, I don't know what to say, guys. So, like always, this is your weekly Ben Affleck major news with Jared Leto and Joe Manganiello Deathstroke to appear in this TV show. As far as we know, I trust the guys over at the Cultured Nerd. Why? Because they've not been wrong, really. And if they are, they're still on the right tracks of what they said. But Green Lantern, they never actually said anything to do with Green Lantern. Why do you guys keep saying that? So, like always, guys, please check us out on Instagram, Warstu, Twitter, Warstu G, and check out the Cultured Nerd, and also check out the Light podcast. I will leave the links down below, because these guys do get information right more than they get anything wrong. So, like always, guys, check us out on twitch.tv/Warstu, and I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.